July 2nd, 1881. President James A. Garfield is headed to the Baltimore and Potomac train station. The man just wants a vacation. New Jersey, ocean breeze, family time, no more politics. And then, at 9:20 a.m., a mysterious man steps forward, well-dressed, polished, carrying a revolver that he bought specifically because he thought it would look good in a museum. This is Charles Guiteau, and everything for Garfield is about to change. Wait, let's rewind to a year ago. Garfield doesn't even want to be president, but everyone else does. He wins by a whisker. Meanwhile, out in the corner of the universe, a man named Charles Guiteau is vibing on pure delusion. He supported Garfield during the campaign, made speeches, told people Garfield was the guy. And now he wants a reward. He wrote a letter. "Send me to Austria as ambassador." No reply. "Okay, fine. Make me a diplomat in Paris." No reply. He's furious. Guiteau is a man who failed at literally everything. Lawyer? Failed. Bill collector? Failed. Salesman? Failed. Preacher? Double failed. He is basically the anti-Garfield. So Guiteau convinces himself, God has instructed me to save the Republican Party from Garfield. This is the logic of a truly delusional loser. He buys the gun, practices shooting on a plant, stalks Garfield for months. During this time, he had some chances, but he didn't shoot because he didn't want to kill innocent bystanders. He wants to assassinate the president, nice and clean. July 2nd arrives. Garfield steps out of his carriage. The train is almost there. Guiteau pops out. "Today is the day," he murmurs. He fires. Shot number 1 grazes Garfield's elbow. Shot number 2 hits his back. Garfield collapses. But the bullet was not fatal. It missed all vital organs. Garfield is survivable. Before Guiteau can fire again, officers tackle him. The first to help Garfield was Robert Todd Lincoln. Familiar name? Yeah, it's Abraham Lincoln's son. Garfield is carried to a nearby room, and that's where the real disaster begins. The doctors rush in and immediately make mistake number 1, sticking their unwashed hands inside Garfield's wound. No gloves! No sterilization! Nothing! Just raw 1880s hands, freshly seasoned with street grime, giving the bacteria a VIP entrance to the wound. Garfield is moved to the White House, where the medical chaos continues. Doctors poke, prod, dig, guess, rummage, and basically treat Garfield like a 19th century claw machine. For weeks, Garfield lies in bed while the doctors keep poking the wound, keep ignoring germs, and keep guessing where the bullet is. To make things worse, the summer of 1881 was very hot, and temperatures reached almost 100 degrees. Army doctors try rigging an early cooling device. It barely helps. Garfield is suffering in 4K ultra misery. Now, the lead physician treating Garfield was Dr. Bliss. I'm not kidding. His first name is Doctor, his last name, Bliss. Bliss is completely out of ideas and calls in a wild card. Alexander Graham Bell. Yes, the telephone guy. Bell shows up with a metal detector he invented. It actually works. Kinda. This device could actually find the bullet if used correctly. But Bliss insists Bell only search the right side of Garfield's body. Why? Because Bliss just knows the bullet is there. Bell scans. The detector goes crazy. Bell is confused. Turns out the bed has metal springs which completely mess up the detector. Bliss hadn't cared to check. And the ultimate kicker? The bullet was actually lodged on the left side of the president's body. Bliss was wrong the entire time. Weeks pass. Garfield's health collapses. Garfield loses 80 pounds. 40% of his body weight is gone. His wound grows a tunnel of infection over 20 inches long. Eventually, he asked to be moved to the New Jersey coast for cooler air. Small problem. No train tracks there. So what happened next was truly incredible. The citizens of Long Branch, New Jersey build half a mile of track in 24 hours just so the president can arrive smoothly. But it isn't enough. The coast did not help Garfield. The heat was still oppressive. The infection keeps spreading. Garfield dies on September 19, 1881, 79 days after the shooting. Could Garfield have been saved? Yes, absolutely. The antiseptic techniques pioneered by English surgeon Joseph Lister were already transforming European medicine, tested, trusted, and performing miracles abroad. But American doctors said, "No, germs aren't real." After Garfield's death, antisepsis finally became accepted in the US. Too late. Doctors were publicly blamed. And even Guiteau, on trial, said, "I shot him, but the doctors killed him." Guiteau was hanged. But honestly, he wasn't entirely wrong. And how about the Secret Service? Could they have protected Garfield? Of course, but they were still not assigned to protect presidents. That wouldn't happen for another 13 years. And even then, the president at the time didn't want it because he thought it made him look weak. If doctors had used antisepsis, if Bliss hadn't been blissfully incompetent, if the Secret Service had been ready, Garfield might have lived. Instead, he was taken down by a delusional man and 19th century medicine. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This whole YouTube adventure is still pretty new for me, so every like, comment, and subscribe helps more than you know. So please, hop on board and let's keep this train moving.